Saw him all wet. Those guys dumped a bunch of water on me in the locker room. It's great to see them so happy. Our team has gone through a lot of twists and turns this year, and those guys were extremely disappointed with the way that we ended the regular season. So to see those guys so happy and excited and connected with each other really throughout this whole tournament, it says a lot about them and a lot about their character. Lipscomb's a really, really good team. We played them last year, and we knew how dangerous they were coming into this game, and they did a great job battling back and fighting in the second half. But I thought Courtney Ramey was probably the biggest difference in this game, even though he didn't score a lot, but he did a phenomenal job on Garrison Mathews, who's one of the best scorers in the country. And to hold him without a field goal for the first 3 quarters of the game was just huge, and that was Courtney being locked in on the game plan. And then our seniors, stepped up and played like you want seniors to play down the stretch. Those guys have, had their ups and downs this year, and it's great to see them finish the season, finish their careers on such a high note, winning the championship, winning their last 5 games. I told the team afterward that's not something to take for granted, because it's not too often you get to win your last game.
Questions, please raise your hand.
Were you able to use that game against Lipscomb last year? Were you able to hold Garrison down for a lot of that game as well?
Well, we use the tape as coaches. It's such a quick turnaround. We didn't use a lot of it with our guys. We were selective on what we showed them, but we knew that he's a guy that is constantly moving off the ball, and so we wanted to stay attached to him. This is the first time all year we've ever guarded a player and said you have absolutely no help or responsibilities. So we just said, Courtney, stay attached to him. You don't have to help your teammates anytime there's a drive or a post up. And they scored in the post on us early a lot, but we just felt like if we could keep them from making threes and keep him from getting going, we'd have a great chance to win the game.
Right here.
Just what does the winning the NIT mean, and what does it do for the program?
Yeah, well, first of all, it's great to win a championship. Anytime you get in any type of tournament, there's 32 really good teams in the NIT to start this tournament. So to be the last team standing and to be able to win a championship is big. But to be honest with you, the meaning of winning here tonight is something that's going to be determined over the next several months by our team. There's been teams that have come and won the NIT, and they've been able to use that as an unbelievable springboard into a more successful season the next year, an NCAA tournament run. There's been teams that haven't. So we've got to make sure that we're one of those teams that, I told Matt and Courtney when they came off the court, I said, you guys have experienced here in this tournament what goes into winning a championship. Now it's something that we need to bring to bear consistently in order to win more championships.
Just to piggyback a little bit on that, the development of your young players during this run, can you kind of elaborate on how they've grown in the last 5 years?
Yeah, I think our young guys, freshmen and sophomores, have really made a lot of progress. Gerald Liddell specifically, he played more minutes in the NIT than he played the whole rest of the year. And the problem he had when he first got to campus was he couldn't breathe on the court, so it's hard for him to play. He's always tired. He's gotten in better shape over time, and he's still a ways away from the player we think he will be, but he came in tonight and gave us a big contribution. All of our young guys have stepped forward, and those 2 young guards, Matt and Courtney, I'm biased, but I believe that those guys can become elite college basketball guards. They've got a long way to go. They've got to get even more connected and help each other be the best players they can be, but I believe in those guys.
Coach, talk about the last 2 games. Now, anybody can write up X's and O's, but the last 2 games came out with a certain sense of urgency, physicality, and aggressiveness regarding, especially the perimeter. Speak about that.
Yeah, we just wanted to defend them with great attention to detail and effort. It's amazing what happens when you try really, really, really hard. But there's got to be a why. There's always got to be a why. And I thought the great thing about coming up here is our guys' why was each other. They wanted to play for each other. They wanted to win together. And that's, to me, that's the most powerful why for any team. It can be elusive because there's so many other things that get in the way sometimes of guys' minds, but it's pretty simple and it's pretty awesome when you get to that point. And that's why our guys defended so hard these last couple games.
What did you think about the experimental rules? You think it helped, hurt? You like them?
I like the rules. You know, I was pointing out to the officials the foul count at one point, but I like the experimental rules. I think it gives a little bit more of a flow to the game when the team fouls start over halfway through the half. I like the fact that there's no one-on-one because, you know, for us sometimes that's been an adventure. You know, I think the wider lane and the deeper three-point line provides better spacing for the offense. But then again, you got to make the shots too. We started the game, you know, we missed, I don't know how many threes that we had taken, but it was nice in the second half to see some of those go down.
You and Kerwin shared a moment as he came off the floor. Can you describe what was said?
It's been, you know, we've been through a lot together. We've been, you know, we came in at about the same time. We didn't recruit Snoop, but I remember my first week on the job, you know, going to his house and sitting down with him and about 15 family members and just starting to get to know him. You know, he's always wanted to come to Texas. He's a kid that feels really, really strongly about the University of Texas. He's had some phenomenal moments. I don't think he thought he would be in college this long. You know, none of them really do. But it's been 4 years where he's done a lot of good things. I mean, if you look at, you know, the all-time books and steals and points and assists, you know, he's up there. He's in there. And, you know, part of that is because he's hung in there and he's played 4 years and, you know, helped his team in a lot of ways. But my biggest hope for him is that he can use this experience, this last 5 games, to continue to grow and continue to understand that the connection between his inner character as a person and the strides that he makes as a basketball player, because he's obviously really talented and I think he's got a bright future.
Anything else? We're good?
Thank you, guys.